You may still be here now, but I've had absolutely enough of you, Roger. Your time will come. You'll be moving on. Welcome to What's Your Opinion? Last week I asked you to give me some new suggestions to replace Roger Goodell, the man, the myth, the legend, sat right there. We need a change of scenery. Roger's gotta go. Enough people have said that over the years, and it's time to replace him. Now, first thing I want to say is I did plan to get some of these pictures printed out, and I loved all the suggestions. I'll say this again as well. I always feel the need to say this. You know, sometimes I can't put everything in, but even ones that I like and think are funny and stuff, I just can't always put them in because I try and keep this shorter. So, you know, thanks for all the input. If you didn't make it in, I'm sorry. Anyway, so I wanted to print these pictures off, and I wanted to get them done so we can reveal the new picture at the end of this video. However, that didn't work out. The machine was broken, and I wasn't able to get it done. So the new picture will be revealed in next week's episode. And now let me move slightly over so we can have some space here to show the pictures. Our first suggestion comes from Zach Hazalius, Colin Kaepernick, because then he can watch me play Madden, get some pointers, and maybe actually get a job. It's even funnier if I'm bad at Madden because it suggests that he still could learn a lot. So I've got two options here for Colin Kaepernick. We could either take this image, you know, which is kind of him going, huh, that's how you play football? Or we can go and commemorate his first controversy, the now forgotten controversy where he wore a Miami Dolphins hat on holiday once. The next suggestion coming in from Lucas Conroy, the greatest play in NFL history, Mark Sanchez's butt fumble. And of course, what a sight to behold that is. Craig Novak coming in with a very good suggestion here. He says Hugh Jackson, so that if I'm ever in a bad mood, I can just look at him, remember the Browns kept him after one win in 2 years, and if I can't laugh at that, you know, what can you laugh at? Jimmy 2 suggests putting up a picture of Johnny Manziel, not as a football player, Johnny Manziel as we know him today, the party animal. And he's right, the man does know how to have a good time, and he will inspire us in two ways. One, he will inspire us to loosen up a little, you know, we can have a good time, and he will also remind us that we definitely should, you know, keep the good times a little muted. Don't go too hard on it, because you never know what's going to happen. Armin Haynes says something that a lot of other people said. Roger Goodell's picture can only be replaced by Roger Goodell, but he adds, it's got to be a picture of Roger Goodell with a grin that looks even more smug. Now, I found this. I think it's a pretty good option. Ryan Batty has a suggestion that came up as well more than once. Andrew Luck, so I can call him my beard brother. And, you know, this picture here is Andrew Luck praying that the Colts finally sign linemen. Now, I think you were expecting this one. Sixers JT suggests, I think the person is obvious, BJ Raji. KJ Thomas suggests the Lord and Savior Tim Tebow with a holy crown over his head. Now, I can do one better. What about instead a poster of Tim Tebow? And this isn't something I recently bought. This is something that I already own. And there we go, that's Tim Tebow now in position, ready to bop anybody in the head that comes into my room that wasn't invited with that football. Fantastic, I feel safer already. So, well, that one's already sorted. He won't be there, he's gonna be there. DeFlame12 suggests what many people suggested, BJ Wiener, the greatest of all time, and absolutely BJ Wiener should be there. It's only right. And this is like a great way to, of course, address the fact that there will be a BJ Wiener player series coming out. It's just delayed by a couple of weeks, but he'll be coming, don't you worry. And George Cush suggests why BJ Wiener should replace Roger Goodell, and that's because we need someone to be harder on these players. Andy070 says Eric Berry, a more serious choice. You know, he's the biggest fighter in the league. He's overcome injuries, he's overcome cancer, he's overcome everything, and that really should earn him a spot in the Hall of Fame, as Andy070 says, my house. You know, forget about Canton. The players nowadays are talking about Beardmohbox's picture frame on his desk. Now, Brian Martinez says what we're all honestly thinking is the new picture should be Jimmy Garoppolo. I mean, look at the smile. No, let's not be coy about this. Jimmy Garoppolo is without a doubt the most handsome man in the NFL. The guy shouldn't be playing football. He should at the very least be a movie star, and you know it. Zach Fuller has got British people down to a T. He suggests there should be a picture of the Queen, and as a big fan of the Queen, I have selected this picture as the only one that should be there, and as a matter of fact, I actually think this could be treason. DJ29 Hawkins says Homer Simpson, because who doesn't like Homer Simpson? Now, although the logic is slightly lost on me, I thought we can do slightly better than a picture, and I drop him. We've got a little mini Homer Simpson here who can stand next to Roger Goodell, and he'll stay there and be happy for the rest of his days. Now, Melinda Merriman suggested Jeremy Corbyn. For you that don't know, that's a politician from the UK, and here's Jeremy Corbyn. But it got me thinking, actually, a man who deserves to be there more than anybody else, Corbin Blue from High School Musical, because after all, that man never had to be told twice to keep his head in the game. Hurry the Feet suggests himself, because he's been subscribed since about 7,000, and as much as that earns you a spot there, I just didn't have a picture ready to put in there. Colin McDonough probably has one of my favorite suggestions, a me version of LeGarrette Blount, and I wasn't able to, you know, magic one of those up straight away, but it's certainly something I will be very happy to have sat behind me for years to come. Jason Goodman suggests the 6th-string Cleveland Browns running back Josh Rounds. No reason, just make it happen. Josh Rounds, you may be in that picture frame one day. Jackson W, straight in, straight out, Peyton Manning's forehead. Our Dorthorax suggests Richard Sherman's face when Malcolm Butler got the interception in Super Bowl 49, and that picture will live on forever. I mean, nobody conveyed everybody else's emotions better than Richard Sherman himself. Abiotic Jacob has got the right idea. Christian Stuckey, some people forgot who the OG Rashad Bass was, and Christian Stuckey will forever have a place in my heart. And finally, Gage B suggests put Shrek because reasons, and I just typed Shrek NFL into Google because I wanted to know what would come up, and this ridiculous picture came up. And without a doubt, this will find its way into that frame. Nothing else deserves a spot better than this picture. And that does it for this one. You know, we had some great suggestions, and you can look out for some of those. Of course, the winner will first be announced next week. Keep an eye on that picture frame. You may think the winner's Tim Tebow because he's the only one that's actually up now. It's not. You wait, we'll see that, and then, you know, every few weeks or so, we'll start rotating through some of these. I think, you know, Roger Goodell has had a good ride, but he's well overdue a change. And now you may be thinking about next week's question, and I'll tell you what, so am I. And okay, this one, you know, puts a lot of weight on you and your creativity, but we've seen in the past that you are more than capable of this. Of course, we've just seen the Combine, and I want you to tell me which Combine performances of all time you found most impressive. And I'll help you, you know, re-jog your memory. Some of my favorites, now they don't have to be your favorites. Andy Reid eating 29 pies in 15 minutes. Colin Kaepernick offending millions of Americans on just one knee. And of course, a man we mentioned today, BJ Raji, who set the Combine record for the longest belly jiggle with 7 minutes. Nobody can forget that performance. So, of course, those were two larger men that were suggested, but they don't all have to be about big guys. What were your favorite moments from all-time Combine history?